My name is Emily, and I am 29 years old. I work as a teacher in a small town. Every day, I wake up early, prepare my lessons, and go to school. I teach young children. I love my job because the children make me happy. I live alone in a small apartment near the school. My family lives in another city. I do not see them often, but I call my parents on the phone. On weekends, I like to read books, drink coffee, and go for walks. My life is simple. For a long time, I was single. I had a few boyfriends before, but things did not work out. Love is not easy. I wanted to find someone kind and honest, but I was afraid of getting hurt. One day, something changed. One morning, I arrived at school early. When I walked into the teacher's lounge, I saw a new face. A man stood near the coffee machine. He was tall, had dark hair, and smiled at everyone. "This is David," my colleague Lisa said. "He is the new teacher." David turned to me and smiled. "Hi, I'm David. What is your name?" "I'm Emily," I said. He looked friendly. His smile was warm. I felt a little nervous, but I smiled back. From that day, David and I saw each other every day at school. He was funny, smart, and kind. The children liked him, and so did the teachers. At lunch, David sometimes sat next to me. We talked about our students, our favorite books, and our hobbies. I learned that he loved music and art. He asked me about my favorite places in town, and I told him about a quiet cafe where I like to drink coffee. One afternoon, after school, David walked to me and said, "Would you like to have coffee with me?" I was surprised. "Me?" I asked. He smiled. "Yes, you." I felt shy, but happy. "Okay," I said. That evening, we met at the small cafe near school. It was a quiet place with soft lights and warm coffee. We sat at a table near the window. Outside, it was raining. Inside, the cafe smelled of fresh coffee. David smiled. "I like this place. It's nice." I nodded. "Yes, I come here often." We talked for hours. He told me about his childhood, his family, and his dreams. He said, "One day, I want to open an art studio." I told him about my love for teaching. "I love to see children learn," I said. David listened carefully. I felt comfortable with him. After that day, we spent more time together. At school, we laughed and talked during breaks. Sometimes, after work, we went for short walks. David brought me coffee in the morning, and I brought him cookies from my favorite bakery. One Saturday, he invited me to go to the museum. "The museum?" I asked. "Yes," he said. "There is a new art exhibition. I think you will like it." I said yes. The next day, we met at the museum. It was a bright, sunny day. The museum had beautiful paintings and old photographs. David walked next to me. "Do you like art?" he asked. "Yes," I said. "Art makes me feel peaceful." David smiled. "Me too." After the museum, we went to a small park. The sun was warm and people were walking and playing. We sat on a bench and talked. I felt happy. I started to think, maybe David likes me. Maybe this is something special. But a few days later, something happened. One afternoon, David came to my classroom after school. "Emily, can we talk?" he asked. I nodded. "Yes, of course." He looked serious. His smile was gone. I felt worried. Then he said something that shocked me. "Emily, I need to tell you something. I have a girlfriend." I stared at him. "What?" "Yes," he said. "Her name is Rachel. We have been together for 4 years." My heart stopped. I did not know what to say. "You have a girlfriend?" I asked. "Yes," he said softly. But I am not happy with her. I felt confused. Then why do you spend time with me? David looked at me. Because with you, I feel happy. I feel free. I looked down at my hands. My heart felt heavy. I liked David. I liked him a lot. But this was not right. That night I could not sleep. My mind was full of questions. Why didn't David tell me before? If he is not happy with Rachel, why is he still with her? What should I do? I did not want to be a secret. I did not want to hurt someone else. The next day at school, I did not talk to David. I avoided him. I needed time to think. One evening, I went to the market to buy vegetables. As I walked past a small shop, I heard a familiar voice. It was David. I turned my head and saw him. He was with a woman. She was beautiful. She had long curly hair and wore stylish clothes. She looked happy. David and the woman were laughing together. They looked very close. My heart sank. I felt sad and angry. He said he was not happy, but he looks happy now. I left the market quickly. That night, I sat on my bed and thought about everything. I asked myself, do I want to be someone's second choice? The answer was no. The next morning, I woke up feeling stronger. I knew what I had to do. I could not be with someone who was not honest. I had to walk away. At school, David came to me in the teacher's lounge. "Emily, why are you avoiding me?" he asked. I took a deep breath. "David, I saw you at the market," I said. He looked surprised. "You did?" "Yes," I said. "You were with Rachel. You were laughing. You looked happy." David's face changed. "It's not what you think," he said. "Rachel and I are together, but I don't love her anymore." I shook my head. "David, if you don't love her, you should tell her. But I can't be part of this. I don't want to be a secret." He looked sad. "I don't want to lose you, Emily." I felt my heart break. "I care about you, David. But I can't do this." For a moment he said nothing. Then he nodded. "I understand," he said softly. I walked away. For the next few days, I felt empty. I missed David, but I knew I had made the right choice. I tried to focus on my students. They made me smile. I spent time with Lisa. She was always there for me. One afternoon, after school, I decided to go for a walk in the park. The sun was warm and the flowers were blooming. I sat on a bench and watched the children play. Then I heard a familiar voice. "Emily?" I turned my head. It was Alex. Alex was an old friend from college. I had not seen him in years. "Alex," I said, surprised. He smiled. "I can't believe it's you. How are you?" We sat on the bench and talked. He told me he had moved back to town for work. He was a doctor now. "I work at the city hospital," he said. "I love my job, but it's busy." We laughed about old college memories. It felt easy and comfortable. After that day, Alex and I started meeting often. We had coffee, went for walks, and talked about life. With Alex, I felt calm. I didn't feel confused or worried. He was honest and kind. One afternoon, we sat in a cafe. Alex looked at me and said, "Emily, I really like spending time with you." I smiled. "Me too." He took a deep breath. "Would you like to go out for dinner with me this weekend?" I felt my heart warm. "I would love that," I said. Over the next few months, Alex and I grew closer. He made me feel safe and happy. One evening, while walking in the park, he stopped and looked at me. "Emily, I want to ask you something important," he said. I felt nervous. "What is it?" He took my hand. We have been together for a year now. I can't imagine my life without you. Will you marry me? My eyes filled with tears. I remembered my past pain, but I knew this was different. I smiled. Yes, I whispered. Yes, I will. Alex put the ring on my finger. We hugged. At that moment, I felt pure happiness. I once thought love was painful. I thought I would never find someone who truly cared. But now, I knew everything happened for a reason. The past had taught me a lesson, but it did not define me. I was ready to start my new life with someone who was honest, kind, and true. Life is full of surprises. Sometimes we must walk away from the wrong person to find the right one. And this time, I knew I had found the right one. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and share. More emotional and inspiring stories are coming soon.